Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something super interesting, the hidden psychology behind the crowded room. At first glance, it looks like just another mystery thriller, right? But when you dig deeper, it's really about how our minds protect us when life becomes too painful to handle. So what's the show really about? In Crowded Room, we meet Danny, a young man who's confused, scared, and keeps getting blamed for things he doesn't even remember doing. And that's because Danny has something called Dissociative Identity Disorder, or DID. It used to be called Multiple Personality Disorder. Basically, DID is what happens when someone goes through severe trauma, usually in childhood, and their mind splits off parts of itself to cope. Instead of one clear identity, they have different parts or personalities that take over when they need protection. So when you hear the crowded room, it's a metaphor. Danny's mind is literally crowded with different identities, each holding a piece of him. So where do these other identities come from? It's kind of fascinating, right? But it's also heartbreaking. DID often starts because of extreme trauma, like abuse or neglect, that a child just can't process. So the brain does something amazing but complicated. It walls off the painful memories and puts them in separate rooms. Each room can become its own identity. In Danny's case, he went through things no kid should ever have to face. Instead of one Danny trying to survive it all, his mind created different versions of him. One might be angry and strong, another might be playful and innocent. Each personality has a job: protect Danny. Let's talk about memory gaps and confusion. That's why Danny has all these memory gaps. He generally doesn't remember doing certain things because another identity did them. This isn't lying or making excuses. It's literally how DID works. It's the brain way of hiding memories that are just too painful to face. And that's why the whole show feels like a puzzle. We as viewers are piecing it together just like Danny is trying to figure out what's real, what's repressed, and who's really in control. Let's talk about how therapy helps. One thing I love about the crowded room is how it shows therapy. Because for someone with DID, therapy isn't about getting rid of these other parts, it's about understanding them. The goal is to bring all these pieces back together into one whole identity. Think of it like finding all the missing pieces of yourself. And that's what we see with Danny. His therapist helps him face what happened to him and learn to accept every part of himself, even the ones he's been running from. I think this show does a great job showing us how misunderstood DID is. So many people with this disorder get judged or called crazy or dangerous, when in reality they're just people who went through unimaginable pain. Their minds didn't fail them, they saved them in the only way they knew how. So the crowded room isn't just about one man's struggle, it's about survival. It's about how powerful and sometimes complicated our brains really are. So what do you think? Did you see the crowded room? Did it change the way you see mental health? Please comment below.